So I wanted to make a video about something that's on the minds of a lot of 49er fans, and that's injuries. The 49ers, once again, probably the third year in a row, are plagued with injuries that have just completely compromised their roster, especially on the defensive side. In my mind, I think more than any opponent that we will face or will face, injuries, I think, will play the greatest factor in how this season turns out. And it's really sad because you don't get a lot of opportunities for seasons like these, where, a lot of things fall your way. Just everything has gone pretty well this year. The win in New Orleans, the win against Green Bay, just the record we have, it's good and it's promising. And the way Jimmy Garoppolo has been playing lately, it's worrisome because I feel like if this season turns out to be like a wasted season because of the injuries, it'll be really unfortunate. You look at some of the guys that we've lost this year, especially on the defensive side. DJ Jones possibly for the year with an ankle. Quan Alexander, Ronald Blair, Richard Sherman's going to miss some time. Not to mention Jaquiski Tart and D Ford. Those are another two names. I mean, big names on the defense that are missing time right now. If you look at our defense early on in the year when we had everybody, man, we were it was like overwhelming. We were overwhelming teams. It was just, offensive lines were crumbling no matter who they were. And now the battle of attrition is happening, and you're seeing like a drop-off of the 49ers. The depth that they once had on defense is gone, and guys are having to play way more minutes. And it's showing. I mean, the game against New Orleans, I think, is kind of a blip because, you're going against a Hall of Fame quarterback like Drew Brees. But, man, even a couple weeks ago when we played Green Bay, we played really well. But, even since then, it's just every game we're losing a starter, someone of importance. And I feel like I said, it's going to get to a point where we're going to lose enough talent on defense and hopefully no more on offense. We've had enough of that happen this year where that's going to be the deciding factor. And it's really sad because seasons like this don't come around all the time. It's not a guarantee the next year we're going to have this kind of year. And, you're going to start losing players to free agency with the amount of players we have to re-sign. And it's sad. The media won't cover that. The media is going to just say, hey, the 49ers dropped the ball. I guess they weren't real. They were pretenders, this, that, and the other. And I don't think that's fair. But, the media is not fair, and they're going to twist their narrative to cover whatever narrative they're trying to push. And it's really sad because, the way the offense is playing right now, the way, Jimmy Garoppolo has been playing, it's been super impressive. And, man, it comes at a time where the defense is really falling off. They have their issues against mobile quarterbacks, which, is really infuriating to watch. And then you had of course, the game against Drew Brees. The NFC is so stacked that we might see these teams again in the playoffs, Say we go into the playoffs and we face a team, say, like, New Orleans or Seattle. We're going to go against the same type of players that we've struggled with during the season. And say we even make it to the Super Bowl and all intents and purposes, Baltimore's probably going to be there. Are we going to be able to match up against Lamar Jackson? Or are we going to lose to Baltimore again if we make it to the big dance? These are just questions that have just on a lot of 49er fans' minds. It's like every week somebody goes down of importance, and it's getting to the point now where just little by little we're just becoming, a bunch of practice squad and, backups on the field, especially on defensive side. So hopefully we don't incur any more on the offense. Maybe the offense has to carry us in the playoffs. Who knows? Maybe we're just going to have to get into a bunch of shootouts and win games that way. But that's just something I wanted to touch on going forward with these last couple weeks of the regular season and hopefully into the playoffs. We still have to clinch and see what happens. The next 3 games, if we win out, we win the division. Simple. But it's not that simple. Atlanta's been dangerous lately. They've been putting points up, and the Rams have kind of caught fire a little bit. And of course, Seattle is Seattle. Anytime you have Russell Wilson as your quarterback, you have a chance. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. All right, that's going to do it for me. Just wanted to make a little quick video about that, and I'll see everybody later.